Situating curriculum assessment within a curriculum development framework. Consider this as the frame for the model. Everything within the curriculum development process is shaded by the needs for the program and the strengths of the unit developing it. It is important to have an understanding of the strengths and opportunities presented by the canvassing the interests and abilities of those who will be the educators. These strengths are put beside the needs of those students who might be motivated to participate in the program. Program objectives, competencies based on the ideal graduate. In this stage, a picture of an ideal graduate is developed. What are the knowledge, skills, and values that the ideal graduate will possess? At what level of sophistication will the graduates be able to use them? Most often, the attributes of the ideal graduate are identified at the same time as the program needs and strengths of the university's college or program. Types of educational experiences and foundational content in areas of specialization. At this point, specific curriculum starts to get fleshed out by making use of the program objectives, the content expertise of faculty, and discipline specific learning experiences endorsed as valuable. The program is developed. At this stage, it is useful to lay out an approximate structure of the program, ensuring that educational experiences that are intended to foster the learning objectives are articulated. Experiences like capstone courses, tutorials, labs, practica, service learning, electives, and seminars ought to be considered at this point.
The case study demonstrates how a clear picture of the curriculum can be drawn from a variety of perspectives in sustainable ways. The process can be repeated over time using the same sources, methods, and questions. In this way, an evolving curriculum supports an ethos of the continuous quality improvement on the journey to well-educated. Curriculum development is the multi-step process of creating and improving a course taught at a school or university. While the exact process will vary from institution to institution, the broad framework includes stages of analysis, building, implementation, and evaluation. Generally, curriculum development is a process by which an instructor or institution creates or adapts the plan for a course. Program needs and strengths of the university or college or program. These strengths are put beside the needs of those students who might be motivated to participate in the program. It is also important to take note of where the program might lead for use of grades, example employment, further studies, and accrediting bodies, and etc. First, curriculum development process.
The Kirkpatrick evaluation model was created by Donald Kirkpatrick, a doctor of philosophy, to define the four levels of training evaluation. The four levels of evaluation are the following: reaction, learning, behavior, and result. First is reaction, where its function is to evaluate the reaction of the students and their thoughts about the training experience. Example, after the training session, the manager will ask the employees some questions about their thoughts like how satisfied they are with the training, did the training motivate them to pursue, and many more. Second is learning. The students resulting learning an increase in knowledge from the training experience. Example, if you are teaching new drivers how to change a tire, you can measure learning by asking them to change a tire in front of you in order to check if they learn.
One of the most crucial steps in the Kirkpatrick model is level 3. It measures whether the participants were truly impacted by the learning and if they are applying what they learned. Assessing behavioral changes makes it possible to know not only whether the skills were understood. Oftentimes, evaluating behavior uncovers issues within the workplace. The final level is dedicated to measuring direct results. Level 4 measures the learning against an organization's business outcomes. The key performance indicators that were established before learning was initiated. KPIs include higher return on investments, less workplace accidents, and larger quantity of sales. In using the Kirkpatrick model, it can create an actionable measurement plan to define the goals, measure results, and identify areas of notable impact. When analyzing data at each level, it allows organizations to evaluate the relationship between each level to better understand the training result. It also added benefits that allows organization to adjust plans and correct curves throughout the learning process.
Combining Wolf's curriculum development process and Kirkpatrick's four levels of evaluation. Neither curriculum assessment nor curriculum development stand alone as distinct and separate activities but are closely linked in the ongoing development of educational programs that met the needs of the various stakeholders. Bringing Wolf's curriculum development process and Kirkpatrick's four levels of evaluation models together informs both the assessment and design or development phases of curriculum evaluation. It is ideal to consider all stages of both models when engaged in either process.
When developing program objectives or competencies, it is valuable to consider how a program can measure its success. And quite often, the same techniques used for determining the program objectives can be used to assess the achievement of them. Committee decide to consult potential employers, possible students, and faculty who might teach in the program. Then those might be the same data sources chosen 4 to 7 years later, when there are graduates in a program who have since gone on the world.
For each of the subsequent stages, when determining the areas of specialization and the types of education experiences which will foster the achievement of the program objectives, it will be worthwhile to use similar measures to determine whether they foster the desired transference as determined in those objectives. If the program is related to a specific profession, this may be a certification exams or association membership requirements. If not, then perhaps polling graduates as to knowledge, skills, and values that have proven to be most valuable and the educational experiences that best enhance those attributes might provide insightful information.
Good day, everyone. We are the expert group 4, and our assigned topic is about a case study. A case study is an in-depth study of one person, group, or event. So, the case study demonstrates how a clear picture of the curriculum can be drawn from a variety of perspectives in sustainable ways. The process can then be repeated over time using the same sources, methods, and questions. In this way, an evolving curriculum supports an ethos of continuous quality improvement on the journey to well-educated, successful graduates. Combining Kirkpatrick's four levels of evaluation with a curriculum development model has resulted in intentional and sustainable choices in numerous departments at the University of Guelph.